Welcome to this library presentation designed for culinary science and nutrition courses. We want you to be successful during your time here at JWU. So let's get started. To begin with, let's look at the research process and the different steps involved. The first step is to look at your assignment from your instructor. What are the requirements of the assignment? What kind of assignment are you doing? Secondly, choose a topic. Be sure to pick a topic that you are curious about discovering more information. Sometimes you may have a huge topic and will need to narrow it down, depending on the length of the finished assignment. There may even be times that you'll need to change to a different topic if you can't find enough information on the first one. Third, locate information. Begin to locate information about the topics, and we're going to look at that today. We'll look briefly at finding books, ebooks. However, most of your time will probably be spent in the databases looking for journal articles. Fourth, evaluate the information that you found in the databases or in books, and we also have a criteria that we'll look at for doing that. Fifth, you want to communicate the information. You may need to present it as paper or presentation, depending on what the assignment is. And sixth, cite your sources using MLA. We want to give people credit for their ideas and for the research they've done, the same way they would give you credit as well for your research. Here's a picture of the library website, which can be found at CLT.LIBRARY.JWU.EDU, as you can see here at the top. And so as we look at this screenshot, on the left-hand side of the page, there's a chat box. If the chat box says that a librarian is available, feel free to enter a question and chat with us. On the right-hand side of the page, you can see our hours for today and also for the days in the future. We also have our phone number listed and our email as well. We have many different ways that you can get in contact with us. In the center of the page, there's a search box, and this is where you will search for books or ebooks. And you'll simply click on books and then write your topic that you're looking for in there. Let's move on to the next page. Here is a big red arrow showing you how to find articles in the database, and also where the link to the database is located, because we want to make sure that you know what's going on and how to get there to find the best articles possible. We have many different databases, but there are some that work better than others for culinary nutrition and food science students. The Culinary Arts Collection has many full-text articles from major cooking and nutrition magazines. Second, the Evidence Analysis Library works with the Nutrition Care Manual, and they provide research on nutrition, nutrients, and foods used to promote health throughout the human life cycle. Only a small number of people can use this particular database at one time, so if you can't get in, try back later. The next one is Food Science Source. It has many full-text articles for magazines and trade journals covering the food industry. Topics include food safety, food and beverage science, and food innovation. Health Reference Center Academic is one of my favorite ones to look at. It has full-text articles that cover nutrition, fitness, public health, and more. And then there's also the Health and Life Sciences Journal Collection. That provides access to numerous articles and chapters from Science Direct journals. I decided it would be easiest to show you how to use this database by giving you an example. So I picked for my topic food security and public health, which is a pretty large topic to begin with. But I decided to use Health Reference Center Academic, as you can see here. So what I did was I clicked on that title there, and this is what came up. And what you want to make sure you do since you may be looking for peer-reviewed articles, is to click down here where it says peer-reviewed journals. And what peer-reviewed or scholarly journals means is that they contain articles of the highest quality of research that have been reviewed by experts in a certain field prior to the publication in a journal. And so that's what I wanted for my paper. That's what was being asked for in my assignment. So I typed in food security and public health and put quotations around to keep the terms together. Next, I clicked search. And here you can see that I came up with 190 possible articles that I could look at. And so I looked down through the results, and I could also even go over here and narrow my results if I needed to by publication date, or search within these articles that I found. And so as I looked through the page, I chose this one entitled Food Choices, Food Security, and Food Policy. This article talks about the behavioral factors that influence our food choices. If this first article you pick seems to fit your topic really well, then take a look at the ones that are also suggested here as related articles on the right-hand side of the page. I also want to make sure that I write down the MLA citation. And so to get to that, I just go up here and I click on where it says Cite, and a box will come up showing me the citation. And I can copy that and paste it into a Word document. That way I won't have to go back and find it once again when I'm finished with my project. Next thing I would want to do is go in and look at the article that I've picked and choose and see if it has good, credible information. And one way we can do that is by using these 5 categories to evaluate an article, a book, or even a website. Currency. How current is the research? Is the resource or the research being talked about? Is it important that the research be current? Is there a date on the research? And what is that date? That may also be something you have to think about for your assignment as well. Secondly, reliability. How relevant is the resource? What is this resource really telling me, and what is it about? Is the subject applicable to your topic? If not, why would I choose it? So I want to make sure that it works with what my topic is. Third, authority. Who's the author or authors? Are they named? Can we tell if the author has expertise on the subject? What their qualifications might be? Fourth, accuracy. How objective is the content in this article? Is the article well researched and detailed? Are there references and citations and other related sources of information usually found at the end of the article? Are there footnotes or endnotes? And last, purpose. Who is the intended audience for this article? Is it a company trying to sell you a product, or is it actual researchers who are trying to figure out what the best answer is to their research question? So just to give you an idea, what I've done is I've made a copy of that slide, and we pulled it back up. And what we can see here is that here's the authority, Carolyn Dimity and Stephanie Rogas. Sorry if I mispronounced those names, but that's the authority. That's our authority. Those are our authors. Currency is 2014, so that's not 6 years. It's not too bad. And we can see that's from the Journal of International Affairs, and it's published by the Columbia University School of International Public Affairs. It's a report. Those are all good things. That's what we're looking for. And again, you have the citation button up here. You can also click on the download button to download the article as well. And purpose of the article and the relevancy, how it ties into my topic. Yes, as I read through this abstract, which is what this section is right here, my cursor is circling, I can see, yes, it seems like information that's appropriate to my topic. And if I were to scroll all the way down to the bottom, I would also see that there are endnotes. And the authors are using information from reliable sources for their research. So it really does work. And it fits all the criteria. So, do you have questions? Librarians, all of us, we have answers for you, or we'll help you find the answers you need. And so you can contact us by chatting with us, by emailing us, by calling us, or even coming by to see us in the library. Because I've gone over a lot of information today. And so when you need help, contact us. We're here to help you. And we can even do a Zoom call or find other ways to meet with you. We're here to make sure everything goes well for you. So thank you for listening, and goodbye.